Two Green Z34, I got Logan with us, and we are drinking this here. It is Woodchuck Hard Cider. It says serve cold, 5% alcohol by volume, 12 ounce, 355 milliliter. Woodchuck Hard Cider, and this is 802 is the flavor, is 802. It's kind of strange, like so one of them's like sour apple or whatever, but this one's, the flavor is 802. And sealed for freshness, use opener, Woodchuck. Naturally gluten-free, made in Vermont. Naturally fermented independently to the core. It's actually got some calories and stuff about it. That's kind of interesting. We'll actually get into that in a second. I'm going to have Logan show you how to use the opener. That is the opener. That is how you open it. Apparently, every bottle should come with an Oldsmobile with a steel bumper on it that's made out of rectangular tubing. Anyway, I got one already open. I did the same thing earlier.
I've seen that done before, but I've never actually done it like opening it like that, just hitting it on a hard edge.
Yeah. Well, I've actually broke this little lip off before just whacking it. And then you got glass, and that's not cool. Crisp like a fresh apple and finishes clean. 802 gets its tawny brown color from the caramelized sugar added to each small batch in a centuries-old cider-making tradition. 802 captures its name for the Vermont area code and hits the spot with a nice meal or just perfectly on its own, independent to the core. Bottled by Woodchuck Cidery, Millbury, Vermont, 05753. So the Super Troopers are apparently drinking this over there in Vermont. But
Car Ramrod.
Car Ramrod. It smells kind of sweet.
My sniffer's not working so well.
There's a little bit of a cinnamon smell to it. Very, very light though. I've had it before. I drank this and some other ones, but I haven't gotten around to reviewing it before. My local bar actually carries the green one, and we will review that here a little bit later. But I wanted to start with this one because, in my opinion, this one is not as good, but it is pretty good. So, bottoms up. Tastes a lot like apple juice, made with well water. Like, you took your apple concentrate, and then you got some hard water you mixed it with, and there you go, apple juice made with hard water. That's
so
what it tastes like.
Those are your shooting glasses, right? So you can see it on the sights?
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. I just, I stepped on or dropped these earlier, so, actually took a fall. Now they're fucked. Whatever. But,
your local gas station pays a new pair.
Yeah, what do you think of them, Logan?
Appley bitterness. Pretty much like apple juice to me. Maybe a heavier apple juice.
It's kind of crazy because it's 5% alcohol, which means it's just as much as a heavy beer for booze. But it's like drinking apple juice. I mean, and I can...
if you, set this down and, a little kid picked it up, they wouldn't know the difference, and they'd probably just drink the whole bottle.
It's got a little bit of a carbonation to it, so you can't quite drink it as fast as you could actual apple juice. But
it's basically like a heavy apple juice.
It's like heavy-duty apple juice. This has less bite to it than an apple wine by Boone's Farm. I mean, honestly, I would rather drink this than Boone's Farm, and this has twice the booze. I mean, not quite, but whatever. But it is really easy to drink. Yet again, it's a little pricey. It's like $6 for a 6-pack, about the same price as expensive beer. Maybe it was even more. Maybe it was $8 a 6-pack for this too. I don't remember. It's not necessarily a good buy, but I don't know. At the same time, they're pretty damn tasty for. Like, if you're not in the mood for a beer or booze or anything, and you just you really. I
feel like a big kid.
Well, here's a good way to explain it. If you were drinking all the night before and you are hungover and even the thought of beer or booze makes you about gag or puke and you're thirsty and you want to get drunk and get rid of that hangover, this here would be perfect because you could drink this, you wouldn't gag, you wouldn't think that it's booze at all.
There is no booze flavor in it.
No, not at all. And you could drink the hell out of it, you'd get drunk, and before you know it, you'd forget about what you were drinking. So, you know, Do I recommend this? Hell yeah, but not as much as I'm going to recommend the next one that we're about to review. So go ahead and try it if you see this one and not the other one. Or, hell, buy them both. It can't really hurt. It's not that bad.
No,
so
it's good enough.
So, thanks guys for watching. As always, have a nice day.
You know,